Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
No pain, no gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
41's the mic.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Yellow, 22.
Want this. You ain't doing nothing today.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Double tight, double tight.
10 cycle.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Watch the curls. Mike 55, Mike. Let's go. We got this.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Tannehill rolling to his right. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Tannehill on 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, 4-1's Mike, 4-1's Mike. Oh, here we go.
Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Come on, let's go.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Let him know, Shift!
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Room to run for Gaskin. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Claws, 10.
Jam. Watch twist.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he stopped immediately there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Set, ready. Red, 38.
Mike, 54.
On the ball.
Give these traps.
Tua gonna throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Ready. 50, green.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Check 99. Check 99. Say.
They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they took a chance there on 4th down, and boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points.
Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a first down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. On 2nd and a yard, Tannehill. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hip. Double up. He's coming, double up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Powering his way forward. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And put together a very strong drive as a response.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Chester Rogers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Gets through and now an opening. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go now. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Drill 52.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54 Mike. Man, I got you.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Green Jacks.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Get off the field.
Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it.
I'm coming.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Flushed out right. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farland. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was fourth down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Check 37. Check.
Deep.
Mike 52. Go. They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, what are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball?
Touchdown! He's got it at the 2. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
10 cycle.
Check 41.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Dolphins. Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. From the 36, Tua. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Another run with Gaskin. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Miles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Now a toss going left. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Block.
Heavy, give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set. Round 80. Watch 55.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Switch it.
Base.
SOS.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Tiger.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hip. Under 10. 10. Check 52.
They snap it to Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
Charles Davis and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Miami, so long, everybody.
Not headed to the airport for this one. One more day here will suit me just fine.